I'm Tracy David. I'd like to welcome you back to the Death of Archaeology. I'm Professor Tracy David of Emeritus University and Archaeoptics Foundation. This is my colleague, Dr. P.A. D'Artagnan. We are both medically challenged right now, and so we'll be taking a little medicine. We learned this from the tribe. What tribe was it, Dr. D'Artagnan?
It was the Gun tribe. What we believe is the remnants of the Atlantean people, or the Antediluvians.
The antediluvian people.
The Antediluvian or Diluvian people did exist.
Pre-diaspora, pre-Atlantean diaspora.
Diaspora, to the layman, is basically a period of time
My chest is so huge. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You can hold out. It was I would say, mass stoneworks. Mass stoneworks. And as a result, very little is known about the area. And my beautiful colleague to my right knows more about the cultures of those people. And
I'd love to tell you about the cultures. The way that Dr. D'Artagnan and I came to work together was actually a fluke. We had met each other pardon me, at an international seminar for Atlantean archaeoptics and archaeonomers and archaeopterysts. And at that seminar, I disclosed to Dr. D'Artagnan recent findings I had come across in volumes and tomes, which I will not divulge right now due to the sensitive nature of our findings, because I'm going to be very frank. What I found in books, Dr. D'Artagnan has found in the ground. And we're not talking about pottery or pieces of, minor pieces of cultural remnants. We're talking about functional, scientific developments that will change science. They will erase science. They will erase archaeology. They will reverse everything we thought we knew about knowledge.
everything based off of
No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome a guest. This is Miss Shields.
She was one of the people on the archaeological dig.
She's a philosophy major and a graduate from the University of Puget Sound.
And I believe she did some work at MIT that can also be disclosed.
She's worked on digs in the recent findings in Antarctica and Subantarctica.
Subantarctica is also something that people give us a lot of credit about because they don't believe it's a continent. And
we went from basically Nazi hints that there was an inner core to the Earth and another Earth within an Earth. Miss Shields was actually on a dig in the.
Let me show you something. This is the Earth, okay? Now we know it's clearly not the entire Earth.
It's obviously a mock-up.
But inside of the Earth is what we call sub-Earth.
Sub-Earth. Sub-Earth is really just an inner Earth, so to speak. It's really very easy if you think of the Earth as an outer place where we dwell. Inner Earth is a place that other Earthlings within the Earth will dwell.
Now, back to the more important question of the lost city of Atlantis. For years and years, this was fiction. It was pure. It was pure fiction.
Bedtime fantasy.
It wasn't even something that the science. Excuse me. Scientific. Excuse me.
Not even a cold scientist really gave it much merit, really. I'm sorry.
No, please, miss, you didn't,
I'm sorry, it's just I get very excited about this because it's very much, we are what the establishment would say about our methods is that we are grasping at straws and going on assumptions and going from there. This is, we have findings that we cannot reveal, but they are findings that reverse everything that you thought you knew.
One of the most interesting things that the viewers at home are going to be hearing is some of the people from the Bongongo region, and they had music, and what we're hearing right now is, am I lying?
Oh, absolutely not. I just get so excited by the Bongongo people and their culture.
The Bongongo people, we believe, is where the term bongo came from, as well as
Bongongo.
bong.
As well as bong, which we, yes. That's a little Bongongo melody. It goes, "Count on down my bong. Oh, my dog, oh, my bong." Right, it's a, you're right, it's a, I'll report the reader, oh, bong, 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 bong. It's actually part of the anthropological part of our job. Is learning the cultures and the songs and the ways and the customs in order that we might get behind the myths and the legends to the facts and the undiscovered truth.
Your average scientist, and this is why we had to do the blog, doesn't necessarily believe. They don't believe.
Science has become very dry.
Are you going to finish your sentence, my astute colleague?
It has. It's become very dry. It's science for the sake of science.
I'm kind of confused, but I think I want to reiterate. I think it was Jack Nicholson who said, you can't buy a better steak for $10,000 or $10 million. Well, sorry, Jack, I disagree. Has anybody ate at John Callatown's steakhouse lately?
Oh, God.
We have to lighten this show up just a little. But back to
Oh, God.
the moment at hand. When we were, could you show some of the stuff that we can show them?
Let's just say it's a little too hot for TV.
Well, I can see.
Seriously, it's way too hot.
Let me show you just a piece of it right here, if I can get it.
The lawyers will only let us show you about this much. We can't even turn it on. This is a piece of antediluvian light rope. It's an energy source. It's an energy bond. It's an energy transference device. It's endless. Think perpetual motion.
They believed that they were using flying machines. I mean, this is huge. This is huge.
Scientists have talked of, dreamed of, speculated about, and hoped for something like anti-gravity since the beginning of thought in a lot of ways.
I would have to disagree with my colleague there. I think.
Oh, really?
Really?
I'm sorry. Oh, really? I'm interested. Fascinated,
Where did
even.
you do any of your post-studies at?
My post-studies were done at Brandeis and Rice Checks University. You can check on it, but I wouldn't. Let's not get into credentials here, doctor. I am a professor at a major university.
When I had my doctorate, it wasn't a walk in the cake. And now, to be honest, I had tough stuff. We had some of the former people that worked on the nuclear bomb. Not the one in Japan. Just kidding. Too soon.
That's a very too sooner.
Too soon.
And it's not even funny, but that's okay. My colleague
I
is not known.
kind of got a cheeky laugh. I kind of a little bit.
That's inappropriate. Can we move on to what we're talking about? And that's that we've made a discovery, and the scientific community, the archaeological community. I am a professor of archaeoethics, archaeoptics.
And I also am involved in archaeoethics as well as archaeospace.
And archaeoethics cost.
here's the deal with the Necticos.
The Necticos was a fallacy. I'm sorry. I get excited. I get
I
angry.
think that the consensus, yes, it was fallacy. I don't see any other way around it. Anybody that looks into it is going to clearly see that what we got here is something that's not. It's unreal.
The fossil record never supported the existence of Necticos. The Atlantean people simply performed a diasporic disappearing act, if you will.
I won't. I can't because I can't.
I speak, of course, of the Patagonian giants. I speak, of course, of the Nephilim. I speak, of course, of different half-breeds, Lemurian descendants, if you will.
Now, I will talk about Lemuria because they were definitely around at the same time as the Atlanteans, and it comes down to Neanderthal and Homo sapien. Did one kill the other? Was it genocide, like the Germans did to the dirty Jews? I don't know. I mean, when the Germans did, they did bad things. Are we gonna edit this? Are we editing? Oh, that is not. Cut this. That is not gonna look good yet. We don't need any coughs. I think.
It's not you. No. We're just joking around. Coughs, not dogs. Coughs.
And I'm leaving, but I'm asking you to go take me to the train station.
Oh, hell yeah, babe.
I'll go. I'll take her.
No, not right now. I'm asking like in an hour.
I think she wants to cuddle. I think I want to finish.
I'll say goodbye. This is Tracy David, professor.
She is a lesbian. That's her lover. And I'm mainly going to talk about how the Anglos are not protecting Israel right now. And they need every dime they can get. Every dime. Every shekel. Amen. I mean, wait.
Is that PC?
Do we say amen?
Oh, that's PC. We say amen. Amen.
Oh! I almost thought it was... I was Hebrew for a second. Turned out it was a hood.
Oh my god. You can't say that on television.
I don't know. Is this television?
In a way.
Hey, in a way I screwed your lesbian lover girlfriend. That's weird. Hey, God.
I hope that's not a joke. Or it is. Because that's weird.
I thought you were already gone.
I'm standing right here, Dr. D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan.
Your pedigree and your origin is dubious.
D'Artagnan doesn't have a...
Your pedigree and your origin are dubious, Doctor.